thought that Fronter was just somewhere to store your files, let's take a look at the brand new Fronter 19. Josh is a secondary school English teacher. He starts his day by checking through the bulletins, events and student work that's been handed in on his homepage. He'd already checked for any urgent messages on his Fronter phone app before leaving home. Every school and college can give its own look and feel to Fronter with banners and logos. Just time to add a few extra resources to his GCSE course. With the planner and template courses in Fronter, the department has been able to save loads of time by sharing resources and lesson creation, but still being able to tweak lessons to suit individual teachers' and students' needs. By mixing powerful learning tools like Fronter discussions, surveys, quizzes, with his own files, favourite websites, embedded audio and video, he can bring everything together in one place. He can even create Microsoft Office documents straight from Fronter without worrying if students have Office on their own devices. Learning paths are great for differentiating work, ensuring students successfully complete each activity before moving on to the next. Fronter's integration with Google G Suite and Office 365 makes it easy to bring teaching resources into his plans and activities from wherever he's saved them. The best of the cloud all in one place and much easier for the students to work with. A quick search of the library to find resources shared by teachers in his own school and even across the Fronter global community cuts down on time spent on lesson preparation. That afternoon he sets his class a homework task. In the assignment tool he can set all kinds of tasks including embedded video, audio, as well as attached files. He can even get Fronter to make a copy of an Office document for each student so that they don't have to download, save and re-upload to return it. They just open and work with it in Fronter. You could do a similar thing with Google Docs too. He links the assignment to a deadline in the Fronter calendar and chooses the assessment scale he wants to use. Collaborative group assignments, peer assessment and soon self-assessment are all available too. And then he makes it available to his students. Fronter courses are ideal for communicating and sharing with any group of people in your school community. And even teachers never stop learning, so why not use them for CPD as well? Like most young people, Yasmina uses her phone a lot, so it's the ideal way for her teachers to get messages and information to her via Fronter's secure internal messaging and bulletins. She keeps herself organised and up to date with work and can do pretty much everything on her phone app that she can do on the browser version of Fronter. Ah, there's the homework from Mr. Archer. In the classroom or at home, the student lesson plan view takes her through each learning activity neatly set out in the logical sequence that her teacher intended. No searching through folders to find the right file, nor getting lost trying to find the right activity on a whole variety of websites. Just everything together. And if she's off school or needs to revise, she could just go to her lesson plans to see it all again. That evening she sits down to start her English homework. She can see all the work she needs to complete, organised on her own homepage. Mr. Archer has added learning objectives for the task, so she can clearly see what's expected of her. Even though she doesn't have Office on her laptop, she can open the worksheet and complete it within Fronter and save it as a draft or submit. Yasmina's dad is also a big fan of Fronter. The app is great, and there's also a parent portal where he can go to get information on either of his children. What homework they have, the marks and teacher feedback they've been getting. He doesn't even have to rely on asking his children what they've been up to at school because he can see the lessons and help them at home if needed. He can also monitor and comment on cross-curricular individual learning plans. The school have also saved thousands in printing and texting costs by using Fronter to share documents and communicate with parents, much more secure than having things on a public website. The following day, Mr. Archer can see that the homework he set is starting to come in. He can monitor which of his students have started on it, who has submitted, and who might need a little reminder. Marking assignments is simple. He can open the student's work in Fronter and use the embedded tools to annotate and comment directly on the work. Add a grade. Assess against the learning objectives. And provide feedback, written, audio or video, and comments to the student. He can even run a plagiarism report to identify where work might have been copied from the web or other students. The discussion within the assignment allows teachers to have an ongoing dialogue with students about their work. In Fronter, the teacher can see when a student has started work on the assignment. The integration between Office 365 and Fronter means that the teacher can see the work being done by the student and discuss with them even before the work has been submitted. Here you can see the student, Laura, working on the left and the teacher's view on the right. He can see what she's doing in real time and she can see what he is looking at. The marks he gives are automatically entered in the course mark book. And in the 360-degree reports, an overview of course activity, grades and the work completed give him a clear picture of where a student may be needing extra support or extension work. Yasmina gets a notification on her phone app when her work has been marked and can respond to any comments her teacher has made, redrafting and resubmitting the work if required, without having to wait days for feedback. So you see, Fronter is a lot more than cloud storage. What are you going to do with your Fronter platform?